Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Southern Granna. My name's Elizabeth. Alright, I am making a basket today. I'm putting together a basket for an event that I'm involved with this weekend. And if you live locally, if you live in the South Mississippi, South Alabama area, please come on over to Deck the Stalls. You can find it on Facebook, but it's a Christmas marketplace that one of my friends has every year. It's a pretty large event, and I'm real excited to be a part of it. This is my first year to be a part of it. I'm going to have my Go Time Travel business booth, and I'm also going to be promoting my Southern Granna YouTube channel. But I'm doing a giveaway, and I have a bunch of different things all spread out. I start with the basket, and I make sure that the basket is not too big for the bag that I'm going to use. I found at Dollar General this really cute candy cane. It's a see-through bag that it has candy canes on it, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be big enough. If it's not, I have larger cellophane bags that I can use. I start with a basket that all of my items are going to go in, and I also make sure that I get a basket that will go inside of one of the extra large cellophane bags. So what I'm going to do is I want to lift everything up, so I start with a bottom. It's going to be a faux bottom. All right, so I'm going to put this extra large bubble packaging in here. Then I'm going to use this really stiff brown craft paper type packaging. All right, and then after I'm finished with that, I'm going to use this. And sometimes I don't use two different colors. I am for this one just because it's Christmas. But I'm going to use some of this. I'm not going to use all of it because I have a couple of more baskets to make. But I'm going to just kind of spread it out. It's packaged real tight, real dense. So I'm going to spread it out a little bit. Okay. And it's not covering the paper yet. But the red should do a very good job of covering. And I have several of these, so I may have to use another one, and I'm going to have to use another one. Okay, so I have some more filler, and I'm just going to fill in the different places. I don't have to cover the entire area. I just want it to make it look nice. There may be a little bit of the paper showing through, and that's okay. But I think so far that's going to be nice. This is going to be my front. So as you can see, it did pretty good. All right, now, when I do ribbons, I actually make my own bows usually. I start off with a good size width ribbon, and I always use wired ribbon. Wired ribbon makes the best bows. This is 2.5 inches. That's a pretty good size ribbon here. And this is 1.5 inch ribbon. Because of the size of this basket, I'm going to use the 2.5 inch. But I don't need that just yet. I also have floral wire for my bow and for my bag, and I have wire cutters. All right, so now I want to think about how I'm going to place everything. All right, I think this is going to be my centerpiece. I always have a centerpiece, and I made these. You can actually find these on Etsy, Southern Granna. I don't believe there's a space between it. You just type in Southern Granna, and I'm about to do a price reduction on my mini ears on Etsy, and you can also find them this weekend, tomorrow and Saturday, at my booth at Deck the Stalls. But I think this is a really good one to start as my centerpiece. I'm going to put it right there in the middle. And then I have a Go Time Travel mug, coffee mug, that I'm going to put in there. Okay, and I also have a little mini travel blow dryer that I'm going to add. Now, I start working on all of the little parts. And I always like to include some type of food, whether it's chocolate. A lot of times I use turtles or Lindt chocolate, and M&Ms and different things like that. Also nuts and fruit. I've also done notebooks and pens and just anything that you can think of that someone would enjoy receiving. All right, now I have my Lindt chocolate. I'm going to place it here, and I'm going to place this in a way that my mini ears kind of get raised up, but you can still see the chocolate. I have two palettes. I have one palette that I just got in my, I think it's my FabFitFun box, and then I received this in another subscription box. This one has a mirror, but they're both nice, very nice palettes. And I'm going to strategically place these so that it's a nice presentation. And when I'm finished, I'll turn this around so that you can see what it looks like. I have some type of, it's a stamp and drag for your eyes. I have Disco Kitten. This is a peel-off mask. And then I have some more makeup. I think those are bronzers. And I have this, I got this in a Balzano bag subscription, but it's a necklace and earrings. And one of my favorite Christmas treats are the Reese peanut butter trees. So I'm going to place these around in different areas, and I'm going to try to just fill in all the holes. But I have a little bit more that I'm going to add to it. And then I also have two fingernail polishes. And whoever wins this basket this weekend, I'll draw for this basket at the end of the day, Saturday, at the event. Whoever wins it, they can keep all of it for themselves, or they can break it down and use some of these for stocking stuffers for their loved ones. All right, I have this body wash. It's a hand and body wash. I'm going to put this in here. I'll put this down here under my mini ears. Here we go. And this is a leave-in conditioner. These are some little ponytail holders. And then I have a couple of candy canes. I have a peppermint candy cane and I have an M&M candy cane. And I'm gonna be careful about the way that I put this in here, probably in the back. Yeah. And I'll play around with this so that it looks nice. And I also have a wallet. Okay, I already see that I'm going to change this around just a little bit, and I'm going to probably speed through some of this video, and I'll show you at the end how I've done it. I moved the mini ears over, and then the blow dryer where the sort of where the mini ears were, and then I put everything in here. I have all kinds of things in here: hair care, makeup, fingernail polish, coffee mug, blow dryer, mini ears. There's candy, a lot of different things. Let me see if I can show you. I don't always put things in the back, but this time I did. Frozen 2 is out, and I saw these Frozen 2 Pez containers at Dollar General, so I picked those up. All right, so now I'm ready to put it in my bag. And this is a 28 inch by 32 inch bag, and you can usually find these bags at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and sometimes even at the Dollar Tree. And I think they come in usually two bags in a package. All right, so I'm going to move my basket back. I'm going to get this ready to put my basket down, and I'm hoping this basket's not going to be too big. This is usually the most nerve-wracking part, is putting the basket down in the bag. Being careful not to rip the bag. I think it might work. Yeah, it's gonna work. You could get a cellophane roll of wrapping paper and do it that way, but then you have to worry about the seams, and it just doesn't look very nice. The bags don't always come with a long wrap tie, so that's why I have the floral wire, but this particular bag did come with a long wire, so I'm going to use it. Put it right over the center of the basket. If I were going to mail this to someone, I would probably use a little bit of packing tape and maybe double it over and tape each piece down, just so that it's a nice presentation when the recipient pulls it out of the box. All right, so now it is ready to receive the bow. Hopefully I have enough ribbon left over of this particular ribbon. And I did buy this just in case. This is a really pretty bow, but I'm hoping that I don't have to use this. All right, so the way, and I'm gonna move the camcorder up so that you can see it. Okay, and as you can see, here's my basket. All kinds of really cool goodies in here. A long time ago, I went to a bow making class, and this is just one of many, many ways to make bows. My sister, Sarah, she makes bows. They're full pom-pom bows, and they are just absolutely gorgeous. I actually prefer her bows over mine, but this is my take on bows that works just fine with baskets. I unrolled some of the ribbon, and what you do is you wrap it around your thumb about 2 or 3 times, okay? And the underside of your thumb, and you just about have to have 3 hands for this, but you just have to make sure you don't let the ribbon fall when you start gathering it. Okay, so you're going to twist it underneath, okay, and you're going to make your first loop. I'm not sure how much ribbon I have, so I think I have enough to do 4 loops. I really like the way it looks with 6 loops. All right, I'm going to do 4 loops. You have to keep working with your ribbon to make sure that it doesn't get twisted, but you don't want to give it too much room there, because you want it to make into a really pretty loop. All right, so I like the size of that one. So once again, I'm going to twist it underneath, because this is going to be the center of the bow here. All right, I'm going to turn it back, and I'm going to make sure that my loops are about the same. Okay, and I'm ready to twist again for that 3rd loop. This time, I'm going to go up a little bit. Okay, I like the way that looks. Once again, remember, don't drop that ribbon. And my 4th loop. I'm making sure that they stay kind of even. All right, and I like the way that looks. Yeah, that looks good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and twist it, and now I'm ready for my tails. I like to do 3 tails. So I'm going to come down here, unroll that, and twist it. All right. If I were going to do 2 tails, I would do it just like that and then use my wire to tie it off. But I want a 3rd tail. So I'm going to let this, I'm gathering it with my fingers, and I'm going to make sure that this last piece comes down between these 2. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and cut it. And I'm not finished with this. It doesn't matter how I cut it right now because I'm going to go back and I'm going to cut a V at the end of all 3 tails. All right, now I'm ready for some of this floral wire. And you don't really need a whole lot because you're gonna really squeeze it tight so that your bow doesn't unravel. But I don't know if you can see how long this is. I don't know, that's maybe around 8 inches. So I'm gonna slide this through this center loop, making sure that I go through all of those loops over the top of my thumb. Then, while I make sure that I have all of the ribbon parts gathered up, I'm going to go ahead and tie my floral wire. And I'm going to tighten it up, and I'm going to go ahead and tie it one time real good, just to see if I have all of it. And you do want your wire to be long enough because you're going to go around your basket, okay? Now, all right, I need to go around that again because I see that part of my ribbon came out. And I can always go back and add another wire just to tie onto the bag, okay? I'm probably gonna have to do that this time because I didn't leave the wire long enough. I probably should have had about 10 to 12 inches for my wire. Okay, yeah, this is gonna work out for just the bow. There are a lot of ways to do bows. This is just the way that I do them. When I get it on my bag, that's when I'm going to cut this loop and turn this into 3 tails. Okay, so I have my bow ready to go on my bag. And I did end up having enough of the wire to go around my bag. Just gonna make sure I pull it real tight so that it doesn't come off. Now I'm going to play around with the bow, kind of fluff it up just a little bit. I'm going to move the camcorder down just a little bit. I am ready to cut that bottom loop right down the center. Now, something that I do, and you don't have to do this, but you can cut an angle in it. I like to do a V. So I fold it backwards and then start at the tip, and it makes a V. Okay? Do the same thing for the center tail. And the third. Besides making it easy to form the bow, the wired ribbon also makes it pretty because you can kind of play around with the ribbon a little bit and kind of turn it into curves and do different things with it, so it just makes it really nice. The center one is going to come down the center, and I'm gonna play around with it so that it kind of curves. All right, and now I'm going to fluff the loops. and make sure that my center loop, and usually the center loop really needs to have 3 good loops for it to look the best. And I'm going to play around with it just a second and let you see the finished product. And here is my basket. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you watching this. This is another first for me. I've never done a craft on my YouTube channel. And if you'd like to see more crafts like this, let me know in the comments. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please like this video. Please select the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I post new videos, and commenting helps me also. I love to interact with you. So let me know if you'd like to see more like this. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye, y'all.